Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Racha Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders, the great millstone, who I learned this truth from. And peace and blessings goes to the hopeful members of the elect, my brothers that are on the highways pushing his word and his truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Isaiah from GMS Los Angeles, and in today's lesson, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha Kodash. But in today's lesson, I would like to go into this dream that I had recently concerning the nuclear destruction. All right, which the scriptures speak of America, which is known in the Bible as Babylon the Great, or virgin daughter of Babylon, being destroyed by fire. All right, being utterly desolate, being burnt by fire. All right, the scriptures speak of the lake of fire. All right, which that lake of fire is referring to America. All right, and the only way that this place is going to be destroyed by fire is through what you call nuclear war, nuclear missiles, in which the Lord has put and gave the knowledge to these Edomites to make. When you go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16, it says this: Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and I bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. All right, now a smith is someone that creates weapons. All right, but these smiths today are these scientists. These scientists are able to create all different type of weapons, specifically nuclear missiles. Okay, when you go into the history after during World War II, you had a Operation Paperclip, where Russia and United States raced to grab as many German scientists as they can, which German are the wisest of Edom, or they're known as being teaming. All right. The Germans help these both sides create these different type of weapons, different type of missiles, man. You had a man named Oppenheimer. All right, he was the man that introduced and bringing in the atomic bomb, and he said it himself. I've become the destroyer of worlds, and in reality, his world. All right, because right now we're in Esau's world. All right, we're in Esau's world, and Esau's world is going to go out violently, man. Specifically Babylon. All right, it's going to go out in a way of fire. Okay, it says the last part. It says in that, bringing forth an instrument for his work. Whose work? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord gave the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding to these Edomites and how to build these weapons. All right, the same weapons that the Lord, the same fire, the fire and brimstone that the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, the Lord gave that same knowledge, understanding to these Edomites how to form that and make it into a bomb. Okay, for what? For what purpose? For his work. It says, I have created the waster to destroy, which is the nuclear missiles. And in the dream I had, I was basically, when I sleep, I like to play sleepy music or calming music, especially because I have children and all that, and they like to go to sleep to that. But in the dream, keep in mind this whole time, sometimes when I play on YouTube, it plays if the video that I click for the night, it might end or something happens, it switches. But in the dream, in the dream, I was hearing that music the whole time in the background. But it started off. I was basically like a third person view. I was my spirit it was viewing all this, and I was in Russia. All right, I was like in a forest, middle of nowhere. But I knew I wasn't in America. I was in Russia because I saw a Russian soldier. Right, he looked a just like a Russian. All right, he went inside a building, and then I didn't go inside, but he went inside the building. And next thing I know, I'm seeing the missiles being shot off. He shot nuclear missiles. All right, I guess he went inside and pressed the red button, man. All right, got orders from on top to push that button and set nuclear missiles. And next thing I know, in the dream, I went from America to Russia. I went from Russia to America, and the same missile that was shot off, I saw it come and come towards towards America, man. And basically, that was it. But it's a spiritual dream because Russia is the place that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to use to destroy America, man. It's all found in the scriptures. Okay, let's get that in Jeremiah 51, verse 29 or 28, I believe. All right, yep. Jeremiah chapter 51 and 27. It says, "Set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her, and her is Babylon. The Lord is raising up these nations ultimately against this place, man. All right, even America's allies. All right, call together against her the kingdoms of Arat, Mini, and Ashkenaz. Appoint a captain against her. Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars." Okay, it says, "Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes." So when it says cause the horses to come up, those horses represent nuclear missiles, man. I believe when you go to the book of Revelation, I think it's chapter 9. Let me see, Revelation chapter 9 and 16, right? It says, Revelation chapter 9, verse 16, "And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them." And this is Apostle John seeing what to him looked like an army of horsemen, but in reality, these were warheads. All right, 200 million of them. All right, coming towards America. All right. So going back to Jeremiah 51 and 27, the last part says, "Cause the horses to come up as rough caterpillars." All right. "Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes." The Medes today, we apply this to the Russians. Russians are going to be the chief captain, the chief captain, man. They're going to be the ones to start off this nuclear war, man. Okay? It says, "Prepare against the nations, the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant." And how is that possible? How is America going to be desolate without anyone living in it? Through what you call nuclear destruction, nuclear war. The fact that I saw a nuclear missile leaving Russia towards America is a sign, is a vision of how the Lord is going to use the Russians to destroy this place, man. It's going to happen. There's no ifs or buts. It's all about when. This is why right now it behooves us to get right. Behooves our people to get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and for us to show more diligence, all right, in this ministry, because the destruction is coming. All right, there's no one stopping that. Okay, it says the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Right, because during this time, these soldiers that are still alive in the valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East, when they found out America's destroyed, they're gonna mourn, man. They're not gonna want to fight no more. They're gonna think about their families. All right, they're gonna think about their loved ones, their wives, their children, and all that being burnt alive. They're not gonna want to fight, because what was the purpose of them fighting? In their mind, being a soldier, American soldier, they're fighting for their country. All right, they're fighting so these people here can have what they call freedom. But what's the point of fighting when you find out that your place is utterly destroyed? That Los Angeles got hit with a nuclear missile, and you a soldier that came from Los Angeles, have a big family. You're not gonna want to fight. Yeah, it says, one post shall run to meet another, one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken on one end. And that passage are stopped, and the reeds they have burnt with fire, and the men of war are afraid, man, because it turned nuclear. All right. It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, God of Israel, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. All right. What do you do with a threshing floor? A threshing floor you use to stomp grapes and all that. All right. But America's about to be stomped with missiles. Literally. Okay. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. All right. Let's scroll up to Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. All right. That destroying wind is that nuclear missile. All right. It says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners. Thou shalt fan her and shalt enter her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So all these nations, all right, which that have nuclear missiles, are gonna come against this place, man. All right. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his bring the dying Salakia, Bridgedine, saying that correctly, says, spare ye not her young men, destroy her utterly, all or host, right? Because when Russia shoots missiles, other nations shoot missiles, they're not going to care about the young men. They're not going to care about the people, the women, the babies, and the children that they're going to kill. Their main goal is to destroy this place, man, because the Lord has put it in their heart to do so. Okay, it says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through her streets. Okay, let's get a quick precept to that. Let's go to Isaiah 13, verse 16, which says here, it says, verse 17. It's Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Okay, because when Russia comes against this place and shooting missiles on this place, America is gonna do anything to try to stop them and detonate their missiles, man. Offer them all types of money and false promises, but the Russians are not gonna hear it. All right, the Russians are not gonna hear it, man, because these nations, they have all these nations, especially between America and Russia. They have a phone line between each other. They have a phone in case they were going to nuclear war. To those both, the president of America, which is Donald Trump, and president of Russia, which is Vladimir Putin, can get in touch, man. But there's nothing that America can say or do that can stop Russia from detonating their missiles. Because really, it's not them that's detonate the missiles. It's not them that's having the missiles come over here. It's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua put in your hearts to do it, man. So even if they wanted to, they can't. All right? Even if they wanted to, they can't, because this is not their will. This is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And what's the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? To make Babylon a desolation. And he's going to do that by raising up America's enemies and even its allies to come against this place. Verse 18, it says, the bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. The eyes shall not spare children. So see, their bows, which represent the missiles, they're going to kill all the young men. All right? They're not going to show mercy to the young men. They're not going to show mercy to the children, to the women. All right? They're not going to show no damn mercy, man. There's a casualties of war. It happens. All right? Think about this. When America, they dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki at the end of World War II around 1945. All right? Think about all the women and the women and young men and pregnant women and children that died of that, man. And even the after effects. You had people that lived through the after effects of that and birthed deformed children. America didn't show no pity, didn't show no mercy. All right? They said I created this atomic bomb, I want to test it. And they tested on them Japs, man, them Ammonites. So, hey, the Saints, hey, you reap what you sow. You show no mercy, you're going to receive no mercy. And you show no mercy towards us, because who gives a crap about no Ammonites, man? The ones who really show no mercy towards the Lord's people, man. And this is ultimately why the Lord's doing this, man, because you touched his people. You touched the apple of his eye. When the scripture says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. The scriptures refer to in Revelation how the woman has a cup with the blood of the saints, man. And that's why, ultimately, why this place is going to be destroyed, because you touched the Lord's people, man. So when we hear of wars, rumors of wars, all right, and we see Russia and these other nations build up their nuclear arsenal, don't be afraid. Our Lord Yahweh Shai said, be not troubled, but rejoice, because these things have to come. Okay? Let me get, I might probably end it here in Job 20. Because, man, this dream, again, the dream I had, saw a Russian soldier go inside the building. I stood outside, third prayer. I was like floating in the sky. I was like in the sky, you know, the aerial view of seeing everything take place. I wasn't physically there, but I was there, you know, in the view. But I see him shoot missiles, and that same missile, I see it. That missile came out. I even saw it come out slowly, like slow motion. Like I was on my remote, and I could put it in slow motion or something, you know, come out, all right, and then go up, and then next thing you know, I'm in the aerial view of America. I look up, and I see the missiles coming. The same missile Russia shot off coming here, and I believe I was in Los Angeles. I was in New York. I had to be in New York. Okay, but you know, dream was I was in America, and I see the same missile being shot off. Okay. It says, let's go to Job chapter 20, verse 23. Says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. Right, he is these wicked elites. Their goal is to try to accomplish a new world order, try to have dominion of the whole earth, and have you people in control, have you people microchipped. That's the ultimate plan. That's what they want to do. Okay, that's what they want to do to bring upon the whole world. Is, you know, have control, have everyone microchip. All right, but when you think he actually gonna accomplish his plan once and for all, it says this: the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. And that's the nuclear missiles, because these elites, they don't think, you know, they have it in mind not to use these missiles, man. You know, they don't plan on using their missiles. They know how destructive it is, man. You know, they want to rebuild and build these 15-minute cities and all that, man. They don't think that, you know, nuclear missiles ever gonna be shot off, but the Most High is gonna put a work on these different nations that were at peace. There may be at league with their plans. Most High hasn't put it in their minds to come against Babylon, man. So, man, fuck your plans. Shoot, press the red button, man. The Lord's gonna work on these different leaders' minds to come against this place, because that's gonna be the ultimate stain on Esau's new world order, man. That's how you know his world is done. When that's how the Lord's gonna show these elites that their plan is not gonna be accomplished, man. When they see America destroyed, when they see America burnt, all right, and when they feel that big earthquake, okay, because the earth is gonna shake, they're gonna be alive. They're gonna feel that earthquake, you know. But anyway, it says he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. The iron weapon is the nuclear missiles. All right, it says it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. Right, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, out of the silos, man. All right, just like in my dream, I saw the you know, it didn't look like it was a silo, but then something opened up and it happened to be a silo, and I saw the missiles coming out from the ground, man. Okay, the archer pulled back his bow, a shot. Okay, like it says, 2 Ezra 16, when the arrows are sent, it should not return again, like an arrow from a mighty archer, or it goes once the plagues are sent, it should not return again, like an arrow from a mighty archer. And this mighty archer is Russia, man. They're definitely more they're more advanced in nuclear weaponry than America is. And once they shoot their missiles, they're not going to return back, man. They're not gonna stop the missiles from coming, man. Like one of the G.I. Joe movies, man, with the Rock and all that. I forgot which one. It's been a minute, but in that movie, they had all world leaders, and then one of the villain, he shot his missiles. He shot United States missiles, and every other nation pulled out their laptop and started shooting their missiles. Then he detonate his missiles, and all nations did the same. That's not going to happen. Once those missiles are shot off, they're gonna hit his target, man. Not even a missile defense system is gonna work. Okay, it says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So the Lord has Esau's kingdom going out by fire, man. Nuclear fire. So I'll end it there. Lord willing, you're edified. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Barcha Kodash. Shalom.